Welcome to Fly By Money. Derek here, where we talk about money, motivation, and entrepreneurship. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the views. If you like content like this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. So this is a follow-up video to my last video on Rolls Royce. I had a question by a few viewers, and I wanted to kind of address that, tell you what's been going on with the stock over the last few weeks, and what I see for it in the future. Keep in mind that I am not a financial advisor, and this is just my own opinion for entertainment purposes, okay? So I have a viewer, a subscriber that commented on my video. His name is Chaz UBCS. So shout out to you. Thank you very much for the question. Don't forget to comment in the video if you guys have questions. His question for me was, are you not considering the dilution? You should know that, is what he put in the comments actually. So yes, I have considered the dilution. I was aware of this when I've been purchasing the stock, and I thought it would be good for me to go ahead and address that in this video. So let's talk about what dilution is first, and then I'll kind of address my thoughts on it and why I'm not as concerned about it. So let's say I have purchased one share of Rolls Royce, and Rolls Royce in totality had 100 shares of stock. That would mean I own 1% of Rolls Royce. So in this case, Rolls Royce has been looking for ways to raise money to make it through this whole Miley Cyrus virus thing here. And to do that, they decided that the best option was to sell additional stock to stockholders to generate this cash. The other option would be obviously to borrow the money, which I believe they would be able to do that at a decent rate. However, I think of the two evils, borrowing this money from your stockholders is probably the better of the two evils, and it still allows them the ability to do a bank loan later, okay? But I definitely feel like this was a great way for them to raise the capital and cash they need to get through these lean times, and they're going to be getting through these lean times. So back to what I said, let's say they decided to create another 900 shares of Rolls-Royce stock. Added to the previous 100 shares, that would say they would have a total of 1,000 shares. Well, that would take my percentage of ownership from 1% to 0.001%. Okay, so what that means is essentially I would own less of the company, and anytime you have more of something, it's going to be worth less, at least a perceived value of less, and you'll be able to see that in the stock price. As it's become more diluted, it's kind of going up and down, and the more they do this, the price will take a dip. As I said in my previous video, a stock is only worth what you're willing to pay for it. That at the end of the day, that's actually what the stock is worth, is what you or I as an investor is willing to pay for the stock. And so yes, the Rolls-Royce stock has been diluted over the last year and a half, 2 years, going through this whole thing. And to that end, my thoughts on it are this. It's probably the best option for them to be able to raise capital. I think that they've not done it to the point where the stock hasn't rebounded. You'll see over the last several months and over the last year, it's definitely rebounded several times. I believe that it will continue to rise here as the vaccinations increase. So my answer to this was, I'm looking long term. In the short term, dilution is definitely an issue. If you're looking for quick money, this may not be the stock for you. And once again, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, but I'm saying that if you're looking as a long-term investment, this is definitely something that you're going to see 2x, 3x, 4x, in my opinion, maybe even more than that over the next year or two is what you're going to see. So as the vaccinations are becoming more and more mandatory, vaccinations rates are increasing in America, they're increasing in Europe, they're increasing in a lot of the countries that do a lot of travel. I think that you're going to see Rolls-Royce continue to increase their business. Now keep in mind that there's a couple key factors when you're talking about Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce primary business is not Rolls-Royce the car company. Remember that? Not Rolls-Royce the car company. Rolls-Royce is aerospace, military, and they do a lot with the airline industry on large engines for the long, the bigger planes and these long trips, these international type planes. So to that extent, you know that this whole Miley Cyrus virus thing is definitely having a bad effect on their business, because it's not just the sale of these engines, but they actually make a lot of their money on the servicing of these engines. So that's a big thing to think about with Rolls-Royce, is just remember that they're really diversified. They've actually closed some military contracts that will come in effect shortly. They're doing a lot of great things with some of the other aerospace division part of their business. I'm going to play some other videos that they have on their website, telling you a little bit about what Rolls-Royce does here in a second, and then I'm going to go into what the stock has been doing. So that's my opinion on it. Let's go ahead and get into some of the things that Rolls-Royce does, and then we'll go into the stocks. Okay? Hold on one sec. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit about what Rolls-Royce is about. Taking you guys to their website right now, and just wanted to show you a little bit about what they have on the website and what Rolls-Royce does. So Rolls-Royce is going to have civil aerospace, defense, power systems, nuclear, and data labs. These are just some of the things that they really focus on. And as you can see, Rolls-Royce is pretty much well diversified. Okay, guys, they're involved in a lot of things, and they really focus in on the high-end technology, high-end engines, defense, power systems. One of the things I believe they're really big into is providing large power systems for defense and municipalities, for if power gets cut off, that they can run these large facilities. So only a few companies can that even compete with them. So that's another reason why I'm a big fan, and I believe they're going to be making a comeback here shortly. To that end, let's take a look at about Rolls-Royce here, and they have a video I want to show you guys about Rolls-Royce and some of the things that they do in different areas. So let's take a look. Give me a moment. Let's go ahead and play this video. I'll make myself a little smaller here. As you can see, they're very diversified in what they have and what they're involved in. And I think it's probably wrapping up here in a second. There you go. So I wanted to show you guys that to give you an idea of just some of the other things they're involved in as a company, so that you understand that even though right now they're really suffering on the airline side of things because the planes are not flying. If the planes are not flying, a large part of their business and income comes from the servicing of these larger engines used for international flights. And if those are not going, then a lot of their business is down there. But as you can see, they're fairly diversified. with several different lines of business, and they're going to be able to make it through this. And so that's kind of where some of my confidence comes from. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual stock over the last few weeks and months here and show you what it's been doing for me. I'll actually show you my actual Robinhood account. So just give me a moment. We're going to go ahead and get into that. So this is my actual Robinhood account. I'm going to go ahead and let this video play. This tells you kind of how much I have. I've purchased quite a few more stocks since the last time I did the video. If I had to guess, pretty close to 1,000 more shares. I own 3,026 shares essentially. Market value you can see is $4,700. Average cost is $1.54. If you were to look at my previous video, I want to say my average cost was closer to $1.60. And as you can see, the price back in June, and then where it fell here recently in July, went down to I think $1.21. I purchased a bunch of shares then because I wanted to lower my average cost off the stock. And so I purchased, like I said, about 1,000 shares. And as you can see, it's gone back up. And I think it actually ended today with a high of $1.58 a share. I think I checked it just a moment ago. I really believe that this thing is going to continue to stay around that $1.50, $1.60 over the next few months. And as we go into the new year, my hope is that we see this thing hit $2 and $3. Once again, keep in mind, why do that? So let's go ahead and wrap this up. So what I was saying was I believe the stock is going to be around $1.50, $1.60 a share going forward. I really think that that's the line that's going to stay on as the end of the year comes through, as vaccinations increase and first of the year rolls around. I do believe that this is a stock that will hit $2, maybe even higher than that in 12 months. So you're going to see something like a 2x, maybe even 3 and 4x if you can hold on to this stock for a few years. So this is a stock I believe in long term. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but in my opinion, if you're looking for something that you can hold on to that's may double up in a year's time, this is definitely a stock to take a good look at. I'm really happy I started buying it. It's been doing pretty good, with the exception of Dilution, which I did kind of talk to you guys a little bit about in the front part of the video. I think that the other mitigating factors really outweigh that, and I believe that people will continue to believe in this stock. And as I said before, the stock is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it, and I don't believe that this stock is a company that's going to fail. I believe that this company is going to continue to succeed. They're in the cutting edge of technology, and I really think they're going to do well. So if you guys like content like this, okay, like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, shout out to Chaz UBCS. I appreciate the questions. If you guys go ahead and put those questions below, I will reply to you guys, and I will do videos if you have videos on specific issues that you want to talk about. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.